Hello there, I'm artist Aaron Rutten, and in this Photoshop tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remove the white background from scanned or hand-drawn artwork. So in my opinion, it's better to have the line art separate from the color. You can see here, I have my line art on one layer. It doesn't have a white background, so you can see through to the color, which is on a layer underneath. That way, if I just want to change the color or one particular part of this artwork, I can do it on just that layer, and I don't have to repaint both the color and the line art. But for a lot of people, they like to hand draw their artwork in pencil or in ink and then scan it in or take a photo and bring it into Photoshop. So let's take a look at how we can remove that white background. The first thing that we'll do is we'll go to Select All, and then we will go to Edit, Cut, Edit, Paste. That's going to remove that from the background. We'll turn off the background by clicking this eyeball here. And then there's a few different ways that you can remove this white background. The first is to double click next to the layer here in this blank area next to the layer. And if you go down here to the bottom under Blend If, you can reduce this white slider. And more often than not, if you have a perfectly solid white background, this will remove most of that. Now you'll notice if we look at this on a dark background, there's still a little bit of edge that didn't get removed. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and group this layer and then merge it with Control E. So I did Control G to group, Control E to merge. That goes ahead and just cuts out that white background permanently. Then we can add an effect down here in the bottom of the layers palette for color overlay. And we can set this to black. And that'll color any of that fringe black. Now if we look at it on a black background, we don't see any fringe. Let's check it on a gray background. And it looks pretty good. Let's take a look at another way to remove the background. You can use the magic wand or the quick selection tool. And you can click on the background to select it and then hit delete to go ahead and delete that area. Now that wouldn't be very practical for all these little areas here, so this isn't the fastest way to do it for this particular piece, but if you have something simple, it might work really well. To select a particular color, you can go to Select Color Range, and then you can click on the screen to sample a color. We'll just click on the background, we'll click on OK, we'll hit delete, and then if we check this, you can see it did a pretty good job of removing only the white, and it didn't leave any fringe. Now, if you have a pencil sketch, this might not work as well because your pencil sketch is going to have different shades of gray rather than just black or just white like in my piece. So you might have to do a little bit of photo editing to your pencil sketch to really improve the contrast and make the darks darker and the lights lighter. That'll make it easier for this Select Color Range to do its work. So now that my ink's on its own layer, I can create as many layers as I want underneath to go ahead and quickly color in this artwork without coloring over the line art. If you found this information helpful, take a quick second to like this video and share it with your friends, and click that subscribe button if you want to get updates when I release new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Thursday for another Photoshop tutorial.